What's up guys, Zach and Ash here, bringing you guys another brand new video.
So today we're going to be talking about the 5 things we do not like in California so far. If you've been keeping up with our journey, we moved from a small town in Georgia all the way to Orange County, California. We've been here for a couple of weeks, and this is just the top 5 things that we've realized that we do not like about living in California.
In the video before this, we listed the top things we did like. I'm going to leave that in the description below, so make sure you check out that video if you haven't already. Alright guys, we're going to start off with number 5.
Natural disasters. So California is known for their earthquakes and their forest fires.
And mudslides.
We just had our first forest fire experience.
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
Yeah, it was very scary.
We haven't had our earthquake yet, knock on wood, but there have been many in the surrounding area.
We're freaking out because we've never been through one and we don't know what to expect, and everybody says it's scary, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the big thing, is the earthquakes, especially the forest fires, then occasional mudslides.
And also, California has started this whole new thing where if they're experiencing high winds, they shut the power off for like half the state.
Yeah, which I get it. It's to prevent additional forest fires, but it's also inconvenient, and people were really upset whenever they did do that, because the forest fires that just happened, like was it the Saddleback or Saddle Ridge forest fire, it got caused because of somebody throwing fire into the bush. So it just, honestly, a lot of people were really upset about it, and it scared us really bad.
The reason they cut the power off is a lot of the power lines here are ran through the trees.
We saw that firsthand. It looks sketchy.
Like back where we're from, the state trims around them. Like, I don't know why California doesn't do that, but the trees are literally like growing through the power lines, and I can see how that's a safety hazard.
Yeah, but a lot of people were upset because they were like, why don't you just chop down the tree or trim it back or something, because they just started to cut everybody's power kind of unannounced. Like, they did a map of the areas that could possibly, affect, but they didn't say when they were going to do it, if they were going to do it. They just said, hey, if you're on this street, you might be losing power for 3 or 4 days, so be prepared.
Which affects businesses, homes, because it turns off the power to your fridge, you lose all your food.
Right. I was thinking, I was like, who is going to refund everybody of all their wasted food? Because they don't tell you if your power is really going to be turned off or not. They just turn it off if there's high wind. So I don't know. It's iffy. We don't like that, but we understand. It's for precautionary. So we can go on forever about that one.
Alright guys, we're going to bring you number 4. Drivers.
Oh my gosh. It is horrible. Yeah. Horrible drivers, and they're so grumpy, and everyone has road rage. Everyone is in a hurry, which is everywhere, but California is an exception, let me tell you.
We're used to, like, Southern hospitality, like someone holds the door open for you. You say thank you. Like, people in California, you rarely get that. The manners aren't there, so
this one's kind of like a 2-for-1, where it's bad drivers and there's a portion of rude people. Like, we were in the grocery store yesterday and I needed to get to the veggies, pulled my cart over, and I said, excuse me, to this lady looking, and she didn't even look at me, she didn't say anything, and I was like, but it's like that around here. You'll be like, excuse me, pardon me, thank you, and you just don't get a response.
But that's not going to change us. We're still going to open doors for people. We're still going to say thank you. We're still going to say you're welcome. We're going to be us.
And you can tell that, like, the workers are like, you're not from here, are you? Because we're like, thank you so much. We're so appreciative of them, just bagging our groceries or anything like that. And they're like, you're not from here, are you?
Yeah.
Nope. But anyways, it's kind of the bad drivers and kind of rude people all kind of tied to one. But the drivers are horrible around here. They're bad. Number 3 is the highways. I hate the highways. There's like 6 lanes on each side, so it's a total of 12 lanes straight across. It is horrible, and people just weave in and out, and their highways.
I guess this kind of ties into number 4.
Kinda,
with,
but it's also its own separate.
bad drivers and the rude people. They all kind of connect, I guess. Yeah, the highways, you literally have like 6 lanes right here, 6 lanes on one side, then you have an express lane, and
You're always in traffic on the highways. It doesn't matter what time of day you go on any highway, it's always going to be crazy. But I mean, we try to avoid highways if possible. I will literally drive 30 minutes out of my way to avoid these highways. That tells you anything. And you know what's funny? I'm like getting offended. We didn't run into not 1 ounce of traffic all the way across America.
We didn't,
and then we crossed the California border and it's just halt.
Yeah, we
the whole
came
time.
to traffic.
So, California, step up your game.
I'm gonna bring you number 2.
Safety. You get into a sketchy part of town around here real quick. So we're in Orange County, California, which is primarily safe, but if it shows anything, we went to a specific part of town in Orange County and we were like, we need to get out of here ASAP. So it was literally just right down the street from our hotel. So it was really kind of, you get on the wrong street or make a wrong turn and you could be in a really bad part of town that you don't want to be in.
And you go to one of the big cities in California and their crime rate is pretty high.
You know, we're not ragging on California. We're not bringing, California down. We love California so far, but you do really have to be careful.
What's number 1, babe?
Cost of living. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this. Everybody talks about it, but cost of living here is ridiculous.
It's horrible. Guys, when we say it's horrible, it's horrible.
Cost of living here is at least $1,600 to $1,800 a month, and that's
average.
just for a small place.
That's average.
Yeah. If you go towards more the city, like Los Angeles, it gets even higher. A studio apartment is like $1,800 a month, and that's for like a tiny 200 square foot studio.
When we were looking for a place to stay, a place to live, we went and looked at this. It said it was 200 square foot, but it was like 150. Like you could literally put your hands from wall to wall. They wanted $1,300 for this place.
And that kind of ties into, the homeless situation as
Yeah.
well. We kind of figured we would tie in cost of living and homeless because it's not their fault. Some people are homeless, kind of for like the wrong reason, I guess you could say. But I have a feeling that a lot of the homeless, especially in the Los Angeles area, are homeless because the cost of living. Some jobs you can get paying decent amount of money to somewhat pay the bills, but a lot of jobs here, they're going to pay you exactly what they would back in Georgia or like in Utah or anywhere else, but the cost of living is almost triple. And it's also 10 cents a bag if you go to a grocery store. Like in Georgia, you get the plastic Walmart bags, and that actually is what I carried for my lunchbox, was the plastic Walmart bags in Georgia. But here it's 10 cents a bag, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but once you use that for a year and you don't bring your own bags, you kind of have to add that up. We forget every single time we go to the grocery store, so we're gonna have to start.
We have our own bags that we bought, and we forget them every time we go to
so we've got a ton of bags, and we paid 10 cents for them, which is probably added up to a few dollars now.
We could go on and on about the cost of living, but gas. There's another thing, gas.
Yeah, gas is
more expensive here than it is back home. I think gas prices are rising when we were making our move, but the lowest we've seen it here is like $4.05.
In Georgia, it was like $2.19, and it took probably $25 to fill up my car. I have a Nissan Rogue, so it's pretty good on gas. Here, it's like $60 to fill up my car. It's crazy.
But you can also find deals on groceries. That's how we've been shopping.
Yeah, we've been very smart about getting everything on sale, or even in the grocery stores. Like there's a really nice grocery store, Pavilions, right down from our house, but we only get the stuff that is on sale.
Yeah.
So it's actually cheaper here grocery wise than it is in Georgia for groceries. So that's kind of a plus, but the cost of living here is crazy. Renting or buying a house is absolutely absurd.
Oh yeah.
And then the little 10 cents here, 10 cents there, 5 cents here on water bottles, it all adds up and it's really expensive. So if you're gonna move here, consider either already having a at least decent job or having a good amount of money saved.
And expect to, pay some money for a place to live. You make more, but you also have to pay more in taxes, and the cost of living is really high.
That's gonna be our 5 most disliked things about California so far. Like I said, we've only been here a couple of weeks, so we're still trying to figure a lot of stuff out. But so far, right off the bat, that's kind of where we're at. But we feel really blessed still, even though there are pros and cons wherever you go in whatever city, state, there's gonna be pros and cons. So we're just kind of trying to help anybody that, is
Thinking about
new
visiting
here
California, thinking about moving here.
or new to the area like we are. We were kind of blindsided on some of this stuff. So any way we can help, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave it down below, and we'll also link our last video, the top 5 things that we like about California. So make sure to check that out as well.
Make sure, guys, like this video, subscribe to our channel, turn on the post notifications because we're going to be posting a lot.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's been Zach,
Ash.
and we're out.
Peace. Why did I do that? I did 3. I literally did this.
Peace!
Wait, I did it again!
I did it too, baby.
Peace.